Hey, hey. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to The Short Answer. It's great to be with you again. And we are here to connect the dots in short, concise ways so that we can get the most out of the work, whatever the work is that you're studying with Mortar Institute. There are 3 schools of Mortar Institute, and you may be in one, you may be in all, you may be masterful in all of them by now. And so it's great to have you. Thank you for being a part of our community. We are blessed to have you. We are certainly generating a large number of people around the world that are interested in allowing their own evolution to be enhanced, to be stewarded, and to be made more efficient and to be more tangible in their lives. And a result of that, of course, is healing on every level in our lives. So before we jump in, there are a couple of messages I'm supposed to share with you. So I'm going to do that in this moment. We have some amazing things coming up for you. Number one, there is ready for you a replay of the remote healing course that we just taught last weekend. If you missed it or you just weren't able to be there for whatever reason or didn't even know about it, I want you to know that it is a wonderful depiction of how to orient ourselves in such a manner that we are ready to roll in life from a self-healing perspective, and then, of course, in turn, turning that into how to help others, how to help humanity at large, how to help Mother Earth in sustaining or surviving what it is that humanity is trying to learn upon her surface, to be able to operate in a way where everyone wins instead of robbing her of all of her resources in order for us to do what we want to do. And also an animal treatment session inside of the remote healing course. So it's for you, it's for others, it's for humanity, it's for Gaia, Mother Earth, and it's also for our beloved animal kingdom. So you might want to catch that. The replay is available. You can plug in, and here's what I know, that this was the best one yet. We've taught 4 times now the remote healing course, and it just keeps deepening and evolving, and it is a beautiful opportunity for you to plug in. Okay, so there's that. Now, also this weekend, in a few days, we're starting the Gateway 3 of the Live Awake program, which I'm thrilled about. It's about creating sacred space. It's about cultivating the you that you are meant to be on this planet, which is truly an empowered, enlightened, multidimensional presence that is operating as a creator and not just a survivor. And so we're rearranging ourselves in such a manner to allow that to happen through us with grace and ease, to identify as the soulful self like never before. So if you're in Live Awake, yay, you're looking forward to that already, I know. And if you're not in the Live Awake program and you want to join us and you've been in level 1 or level 2 of the energy codes, you can jump in a la carte with this program, and you just contact our office for that. Okay, so something to consider. In fact, if you have other plans this weekend, just change them and join us, because it is truly life-changing. I have to say, the last 6 weeks or so have been some of the most profound and fulfilling that I have ever had inside of the coursework. And this new energy is being infused into every one of these classes, and I'm just thrilled to be bringing it forward in mass this coming weekend. Okay, so we also have, this one always tickles me. Okay, so every year we do this Give Thanks sale. So I never get to talk about, hey, there's a sale at Mortar Institute. So, hey, there's a sale. It's a 50% off sale of all digital products. And it is Friday through Monday after Thanksgiving. So you might want to visit the website Friday after Thanksgiving, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and see if there's anything in there that seems to be calling you in terms of you activating new versions of you coming in through different meditations and those kinds of experiences that allow us to start to align to this energy that we're talking about. Okay, so there's a sale. All right, that's just so fun to say. All right, then also next Wednesday we have the monthly healing transmission is November 30th. So so as we move into that, it would be the Wednesday after Thanksgiving, and it is, of course, at 8:30 p.m. So I want to encourage you to attend that. It's free of charge and it is for everyone. And you don't have to have any experience with us inside of Mortar Institute to benefit from this. And I want to invite you to bring some people that maybe have never been there with you or that maybe have fallen away in some way. Bring them back, because we're in the middle of the holy days, and I really want everyone to gather as much of our energy as we can to receive and perceive and be able to utilize the very energies that we're going to be talking about in the short answer this evening. So that healing transmission on the 30th is going to be chock full of a tremendously enhanced energy, because the light that's coming onto the planet at this time is ramping up. And it is begging you to allow it to come through you without hesitation, without hesitation. When we hesitate, we hit brick walls, we do all sorts of things that allow us to sense and feel that life could be easier if I would just let this flow instead of second guessing and doubting and all the wobbles that we generate for ourselves inside this life. So I can speak from personal experience of this, and it is my 100% focus during this time of the year to let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. And we hope to do that with as much grace and ease as possible. So we're going to speak about that in just a moment. Let me just double check that, we do have a date change for the short answer in December. The new date is Wednesday, December 14. So you want to just mark that, December 14, short answer next month. We're arranging some things so that I can practice what I'm teaching you, and that is to drop into some deep silent states during the heightened winter solstice of the holy days. And so I want to share with you that I will be promoting or at least providing, I should say, a 108 sun salutations on the solstice, okay, in the morning of the solstice, starting 11 o'clock Eastern time. If you want to join us, you can do it in the chair, you can do it on the mat with me, and Andrea will be sharing with you how to do that in the chair. So here's what's happening. We're going to play a replay of last year's, because I'm going to be watching the video with you and participating and receiving instead of talking and putting the energy out there, because I strongly believe, it's more than believe, I know that is a heightened moment where we can receive more. And so the very best thing that I can ultimately do for this community is to receive on that day this year, because of all the greater openings that have happened in my own system since we were on the Mary Magdalene tour, the south of France. Okay, so there will also be another solstice message that I'm going to record just ahead of time, catching as many of the energies as possible. So watch for that winter solstice information, and do plan on joining in with us. It is an amazing way to build the circuits to receive all that you can during the holy days, okay? So I want to speak to you for a few moments about the short answer, and that is to demystify the holy days. What is all this talk about the holy days? What's this mean, okay? And how do I benefit from it now that I know what it is? So if you've been in some of the courses with me, you certainly know what that is. If you're new and just kind of on the outskirts of the community, and maybe you'd like to really perceive more, this is a moment that you can catch a great gift of awareness. So the holy days are a time when the light is coming onto the planet, no matter which hemisphere you are in. The light is coming onto the planet in such a fashion that we have direct access to less distortion, less refraction, and a direct reception, if you can think of it that way. And a byproduct of that is there is more pure energy bombarding your system at this time of the year than any other time of the year. And so we're starting to go inward. We're receiving that no matter where you are, if it's rounding into the winter months for you or it's rounding into the springtime. This moment of transition is significant. And so in the midst of this, we want you to be able to receive as much as you can in terms of an up-leveling that is happening in your system now like no other time automatically. Even if you're not trying, So here's what to do in a brief manner of encapsulation. I'm going to try to just fire some things forward for you to make sure this, make sure this, make sure this, make sure this. Okay. So number one, I want to invite you to cultivate a deeper sense of love inside of your system than you're usually cultivating when you think in terms of love. When you think in terms of love, like, oh, I love this so much. Oh, you move me so much. Oh, I love my little puppy. Oh, I love my beloved so much. I'm so grateful. I'm so in this. So we're moving into holidays that are allowing us to bring to the surface our gratitude and our celebration and our awareness of what has heart and meaning to us. And I'm going to invite you as a member of this community to take that even more deeply for yourselves personally, to drop in and allow a greater sense of love, a love bigger than a love that you have known. And just start to imagine, well, what in the world would that be? And start to feel it in your heart and then drop it into your body more deeply. Now, of course, I have more time in our courses to share that with you. I'll be doing lots of that this weekend, but you can work with this in your own intention and imagination along the way. If you're unable to join us and be guided through that, just imagine the greatest love you've ever known and then magnify it, and then add to that the idea that that love would never go away, that nothing could ever change it, that it will always be coming your way. It will always be dropping, descending, and compressing and quickening into this system that you are while you're in a body on this planet doing your thing. That toric field flow that surely all of you have been exposed to by now. If not, go on YouTube, look around on our website, find a way to get exposed to that toric field flow inside of my YouTube channel or somehow inside of our website and in our community. And a byproduct of that is that you will see that there's a constant flow of energy pouring into the system, hitting the earth, rising up and cycling around. And I want that cycling of energy to be the greatest loving energy you've ever imagined, and then some. And so you have to practice with that. The great news is in 5 or 10 minutes every day, you can cultivate that with your own imagination and gather this idea that there is an unwavering, unending, constantly flowing field of energy, stream of energy that is made of this divine grandmother love, a love greater than anything that I've ever conjured up myself or received or directly had an experience with. No matter how great of a love you've been in contact with, imagine that there's an even greater one and allow that to be coming toward you. When that coming together inside this channel that we are always working with happens, there is an ecstatic sort of energy, an effervescence that is such a vibration that your cells might even want to shudder. They might even want to just, whoa, that is just so much. So it's deeper than goosebumps. It's from the core of your being. So keep amping up the love, keep receiving the love, keep allowing it to flow into this stream and allow your cells to be involved in it to the degree that they start to quiver or shudder, not on an ongoing basis, but just like in order to adapt to it, in order to step it up, to be inside of that radio station. Because when that happens, you are now inside of a different vibrational realm. And the holy days are going to facilitate and assist your ability to sense and perceive and work with this like no other. This time of the year, from now, and it's already begun, but all the way until like mid to the third week in January, about January 21st, it starts to taper off and I'll allow for an integration. It allows for an integration because then a few months later, it births again. And as such, we know that as the rising of the Buddhic consciousness, the rising of the Christed consciousness, and I want everyone in this community to realize that you have access to that consciousness as well, that you have the ability to immaculately birth a new version of you up through this system and allow it to be contributing to how you perceive life, how you make decisions, and how you interpret decisions and actions that others are making and taking. And as such, you become a stabilized presence on this planet. Now, here's the key. That stabilized presence is a presence of love. It is a presence of love. Every moment that you are worrying, you're not loving. Every moment that you are anticipating and you're justifying it by checklists and to-dos and all that kind of thing, that's fine. It's just that you're edging yourself out of this sensation that I am inviting you into, that the universe is inviting you into once a year, and it's happening now. And if you want to heal, or you want to up level, meaning if you want to be able to feel the energies that I talk about, if you want to be able to know that you are moving these energies in a way and that you are actually building circuits to sustain a higher vision for yourself, or to achieve, or to manifest, or to heal something, if you want to be able to confirm and have a felt sensation and know that you know, then I would invite you to drop in right now inside this short answer and feel into your own heart, feel deeper into your own heart and into your solar plexus and into your deep wisdom center, and have a conversation with self. Allow the mind and the true soulful self to connect tonight before you go to bed. Allow them to have a relationship that they haven't had before. Allow them to collaboratively be creating, generating an awareness of a divine nature that is true for you and is constantly trying to embody itself into the system that you call I am. So when we look to the glowing that we see on our logo of the short answer, if we could take that same glowing and drop it right down into this pelvic bowl area, and allow the love that you feel in your heart to be a new love that you're allowing lower in the body, what's going to happen for you is you're going to have a sense of self that you haven't had before. There's going to be a sense of clarity, a sense of well-being that simply escapes us when we're not tethered beneath this heart lower in our body into our anchoring and rooting aspects of our system at large. It's available for you. So we're going to allow a love that is greater than a love that we've known before. We're going to allow that love to be centered in the heart space where we're so familiar with it. And then we're going to allow it to become viable and available in our solar plexus. And we're going to sit there with that. And then we're going to breathe and know that this love is never going away. There is nothing that I can do to make it go away. The only thing that I can do is take myself out of the game. But the moment I want to return to the game, there I am. The key is that I'm going to consistently commit during these holy days to stay with it and to not edge it out and to not get caught up in the dramas and the traumas of life, which are always happening. It's going to get busier and the hustle bustle is going to happen and the family dynamics are going to show up. You're going to have to start working it out. What am I going to do? How's it going to be? You know, how do I have it be better than it was last year? And how do I take care of me and also share the love and engage in all the ways that seem possible for me? And in the midst of all that, perfect opportunity for you to splat and to disengage out of this channel of love that I'm speaking about. So it's up to us. It's up to us. So I'm hoping here that as we allow for this love, allow it to be never ending, allow it to be gathering itself right into this channel, notice that the body might just take on a shake or two to allow for this upleveling, to transmute and to transcend vibrations that pull us into, oh yeah, it's probably not. No, I don't think I should. Oh, I'm worried about this. All of that. It is an opportunity for us to let those two worlds become one, cancel each other out, and allow the only reality that I live in to be one that is knowing, that is flowing, that is allowing, that is offering up the love that we know that we are and sustaining it as the highest value in our lives. So I'm hoping that you will, before you go to sleep tonight, cultivate that a bit more. There's so much more I love to teach about that, and have been able to go into some real beautiful depths with so many of our classes in the last 6 weeks or so. And we'll be doing that this weekend. We'll be infusing it in everything that I do, moving forward. But there is a real opportunity right now in the holy days. So I'm hoping that you will take note and that you will catch it and not miss it, and allow this service that is constantly being supplied and is in an enhanced state right now for you to serve you personally in a Me Too sort of way that is uplifting. Okay, so if you're interested in joining us for the masterclass, where we're going to go more deeply into this topic, I'm sure, as everyone asks their questions and we tie it together in this magnificent way, you'll be able to gather more content around those lines and practices that you can be working with. And at the same time, always hearing lots of different perspectives. So there's a way in the chat to join us for the bottom of the hour masterclass getting started. And I hope to see you there as we are interested in supporting you in every way possible. So the Gold membership is a way for you to stay engaged, to have access to tremendous amounts of perspective of living on the front side of the model as a creator in your life, instead of just learning better ways to cope with a world that someone else is creating. And so it's an entire paradigm shift, and I love to share it with you, and I hope I see you in the master class, okay? So blessings to you all. Have a most blessed evening, and do this practice before you go to sleep this evening. Always great love. We'll see you in the master class. Bye-bye for now.